Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for, and I'm not ready, I'm not going to take that, I didn't see it, but because it was flipped facing down, but let's see. I'm still not ready. Libra, try to contain it. maybe there's some excitement to say something this week or something here. Don't spoil the surprise is what I'm hearing. All right, for Libra, please. This is going to be your reading for the week of the 29th going to the 4th of June. So yes, this one that I'm uploading this in. For Libra. And one more for you guys. The initial S is coming through for whatever reason. All right. For Libra. For very interesting. Now, there is an emphasis, especially considering what I was just saying to you, of some sort of secret going around. It's maybe something that you know is going to happen, but it doesn't seem so positive. That's what I'm feeling. So if you guys kind of can tell someone's true colors, believe your intuition when it comes down to that. And if you can, remove yourself from it. Like, don't set yourself up for disappointment is what they're saying. Like, if you know something is going to be disappointing, don't do it. Of course, I mean, it sounds easy, right? But sometimes we can talk our way through something or give something the benefit of the doubt. And that's what I was saying to Sagittarius, actually, is like a very big lesson to learn is trust your gut instinct the first time. All right, can I just clarify what this is? For a lot of you, I do see that you're tapping into some sort of spiritual gifts and abilities at this time. For some of you, why is this High Priestess? And I will show you, don't worry. What? I'm sorry to pull this face, but like, this might be someone around you. It is coming up as if it's in your energy, but I can't be quite sure. But whoever it is, you're really worried. Okay, let me show you. We have the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Okay, this is all about your intuition. This is all about your emotional sensitivity, and the Five of Cups is disappointment and crying, and this is a card of, it is a card of crying over spilt milk. I do have to say that's the initial meaning of this, is that we're kind of really upset over the three that have spilt here, but we're forgetting that we still have two. It's more about being disappointed that things may have not gone your way, or that things may have, because the rest of your cards are really good. When I'm trying to clarify it, it's almost like things are really doing good for you. Don't fall into this. It's good to grieve. It's good to experience your emotions, absolutely. And I think that you have a heightened sense of emotion at this time if this is you. But I am looking at this Five of Cups very irritated, and I have to say it because these feelings are just, I'm a vessel during these readings, okay? So these feelings I have are coming from somewhere. And I feel like it's because there are still some amazing things around you and opportunities coming in and abundance and contracts and, things balancing out, that it almost feels really annoying to look at this Five of Cups. Or someone who is completely closed off, completely upset, crying, when there is all of this coming through. And this is really about abundance. This combination purely is financial improvement. This could be to do with your actual career, okay? But this is all about abundance. And it came through with this, which is your card, Justice. Knight of Cups. So that's why it's frustrating to look at the Five of Cups. It's like we're disappointed with something that went wrong when everything else is going so right. So just pay attention to that, okay? Unless there's someone around you, then maybe we might need to give some tough love, a tough advice to somebody who might be sabotaging their own success, because not that they're being overly emotional, like I feel like it's just feeling there must be something that's being triggered inside for you to feel this kind of way when everything else is going good, you know. For some reason I have irritation though. There is some irritation coming through with that. Can I clarify if this is Libra, please? Maybe someone's just super jealous, maybe what it is. Someone may be upset over your winnings, your gains. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, what it is, it kind of feels like I don't know if this is you, like really close to Karen making faces, but it's like Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles is like, this feels like a dream state. This kind of feels like subconscious stuff of being in a nightmare, feeling like you're in a nightmare, or maybe you have been having nightmares, Libra. Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles is like this feeling of loss, this feeling of lack, this feeling of being mocked at, humiliated. I kind of feel like our mind, especially our mind and fears, can blow things out of proportion and make things super negative and super like it's the end of the world, like that's it, my life is over. Someone's coming through with those vibes. Again, it doesn't have to be you, and I kind of don't want to put it on you because whoever this is, it feels like they're limiting their own potential by giving up too early or calling it quits too early, or that's it, like that's it. But if they actually looked, okay, what can I do with the last two cups? Like, okay, that completely happened. What can I do about it? I think there's a different way to look at it. And because it's coming through with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, of course, it's about using your intuition. And I think that can be very helpful. But it's about knowing when to use your emotions. The High Priestess can come across emotionless. She's very straight-faced, doesn't give anything off too quickly at all. In fact, she's a very silent card. So with the Queen of Cups coming through with that, who's completely maybe the opposite, can be, you know, very highly sensitive, very loving energy, but with all those emotions can come outbursts, can come sensitivities. And clearly insecurities with the Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles is feeling like empty promises, feeling like you're always left out in the cold, or always going to be neglected, always going to be abandoned, feeling always like people are mocking you, or it's quite interesting to look at. Seven of Pentacles, I think you put a lot of hard work into something, but there is a sense of wanting to give up because of something not working out. But Seven of Pentacles, what I really want to say is don't do that. Don't allow your fears of what other people think of you to get in the way of what could be long-term success. Because just remember here, we do have this very beautiful, abundant energy coming through. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Empress. This is getting what you deserve. Being in a very loving flow of life, understanding things happen. The Empress is kind of a vessel of flow. Like what comes in, she accepts gracefully, and what goes out, she accepts gracefully. It's just this energy of understanding the flow of life. And in this case, there is a lot of stability coming through. There is either a person coming in who can give you that love, work, whatever it is. It feels like somebody representing this King of Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or whatever, is giving you an opportunity. This could be you standing in this very stable, steady energy. So what maybe for some of you, you're having to kind of, and I am going to look at the cards. I'm sorry. I wish you guys could see this. I don't have two cameras. And I do like to build my brand for those who are wanting to criticize. But the Queen of Cups is maybe if you've been in this more emotional state, I think you are kind of learning how to manage that, which is not a bad thing. I think you guys are super intuitive. And with that can come a lot of sensitivities, not just to yourself, but to everyone else. And this is very highly empath energy and auras. The Five of Cups though feels like sometimes our emotions get the best of us. Okay, so just pay attention to it. because what you're building is incredible. Knight of Cups is a very curious approach. For some of you, this could be a love interest coming through for you. All right, but the Knight of Cups, whenever it comes down to an individual, it's kind of like conquering some sort of like emotional distress, do I want to say, Libra. It's like going through a very uncomfortable emotional period to get to the other side. Sometimes this means like purging. Sometimes this means having to go through your emotions to understand them, which can be represented by the High Priestess. But things are going to balance out with this Justice card. This is you, Libra. Things are going to balance out. So all the hard work that you're doing, you may feel like you want to give up. What I do think that you're having to learn at this time is to stay consistent to something, not to give up too early at the first sign of, disappointment. You have the clean it up and a leg up. So there is a bit of 50-50 coming in here. Is understanding when you need to do things by yourself and understanding when to ask for help. Clean it up is a very independent energy. All right, we're having to kind of deal with some mess here, having to clean it up, having to clear up certain things that we may have pushed back, certain things that we may have not done in the past that we now have to do. There is that kind of thing coming through here. It's taking responsibility, Libra. But with the leg up is saying that there are some things what you need to do, and there are other things that you can't possibly do by yourself. So it's about understanding the balance between not feeling disappointed when you need to be vulnerable, but to accept help when help is there. When you physically cannot do something or you just don't know. So this actually is coming through for some reason as some sort of education, like getting a mentor, getting somebody who might be able to help you out here. All right, spiritual mentor, whatever that might be, because you are the little polar bear here. And sometimes the big polar bear knows where to go. All right. And you don't, We have an observer here, which is your energy, by the way, which is speaking about looking into the future and figuring out where you want to settle down. So I kind of feel like right now the energies are a little bit like this for you, but there is stability coming through. This is asking you to get very clear on what it is that you want, get very specific on what it is that you want. There is something very beautiful that is going to happen in your present, okay, so that you may not see coming, because you may be so focused on where you want to be. But the Observer card, what can go very easily missed or looked over in this card is the egg that the fox is sitting on, which is some sort of thing being brought to your life. So your current position, there is something that's going to come off the end of this, maybe a lesson that's going to help you get to where you want to be, is a message that I've just got here. It's almost like you may look into the future and like, oh, how am I going to get there? Maybe this is something that's upsetting you, as like there is a deep fear that you're not going to be able to achieve the things that you want, regardless of how hard you work for it. There is that fear coming through, but it's almost like what you can't see coming is this egg that you are currently experiencing in your life. You may not see it right now. It may just represent your current position here, Libra. Is almost going to hatch and give you this ladder that's going to get you where it is that you want to go. So nothing is impossible. And that is one thing that they're trying to say to you, is that right now maybe you are going through a tough time. Maybe there is a lot of tears. There is a lot of, deep, profound experiences, spiritual experiences that you guys are going through. What they're showing me is that you guys are going through some sort of awakening of some kind, which is why there is this heightened sensitivity to everything around you and to when things may not go the way that you want it to. All right. But having understanding of yourself and understanding of the magic that the universe can give, all right, you'll understand that when you're truly present and have a good vision of the future at the same time, then it can work miracles for you and give you exactly what it is that you need to get there. So the how is never as important. I feel like that's what the universe is going to do, specifically in the things that we cannot answer for ourselves. So again, this is really what they're coming through as this. For some reason, this message is coming up again. There are some things that you can do yourself. There is some action that you can do by yourself, okay? So if it's the first step, or if it's just clearing up the space for it, getting rid of the old negative beliefs so that you can have this new beliefs, there is something that we can be accountable and responsible for. And then the rest is something that we can rely on the universe to deal with, okay? So your keywords, you have 2 for this week. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So removing any blame. We're not blaming anyone else, okay? As much as it could be their fault, it's about that's not going to do anything anymore. All right, it's about actually going, okay, what do I need to do in the present? As much as this person may have caused me to have trust issues, as much as this person caused me to have this or have that problem, nothing's going to turn back the time and change that. So as much as people can be to blame for it, we are responsible for ourselves, and we are responsible for moving forward. And is it fair? No. Can it be fair? Eventually, with that justice card, the things that you get out of life and the success that you get out of life, even if it's just happiness, is something that will come as a result of this. So it's just about understanding that there are some things that we can take responsibility for right now, and that is over yourself. And I feel like that's going to be the thing that sets you free. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So these two combinations feels like you're going through, again, a breakthrough here, Libra, of breaking free from past situations, past happenings, past traumas, past events, whatever it is, like something that has kind of held you back in some way. And sometimes you may see it a lot in other people more than yourself, most probably. People who are like, this happened to me and this is why my life is crap and will always be crap. And of course that can feel like the truth when you're in that. But the truth being here is that, yeah, they may have done that. They may have put you in a very unfortunate situation where you've had to work harder than other people to get where you want to be. And that is really annoying. But a lot of the time it's the people who suffer the most, who end up being the most successful, is because they've been through things that are very unfair and not going to tolerate for any less than that. And they're going to aim forward and know that they deserve better. And they work towards it. They clear the space. They don't sit there and blame anyone anymore, as much as it may have been somebody else's fault. They accept their own well-being, accept that I'm not going to be stuck here because of this person or because of that situation. I'm going to do better. I'm going to work towards what I know I deserve. And that's when it starts rolling. That's when we're in that Empress position of understanding what we deserve and are ready for it. So this is really going to set you free. It is going to give you some sort of freedom, and it feels like it's the freedom of fearing failure, fearing success, fearing things coming in to try and destroy things for you. Like there is this deep fear that's going to be resolved here. All right, for Libra, something to do with August coming through. Okay, Leo energy, all right. Something may have happened in August. We have dog, pleasure with close friend. Okay, this may have been a friend situation. Some of you may meet somebody in August. Actually, we have younger woman, love, okay? Some of you may be finding love with a younger woman. You could be the younger woman. All right, so all the cards just fell, so I'm just picking them back up because I want some more for you. So some of you are going to find love. Woo. New home, new attitude. Some of you are finding a new home. Some of you, this could be because we have broom here, cleaning up the home, redecorating, okay, changing some things up. We have position of authority with the throne, but just be careful. This could be someone like a boss or something who's trying to make you do something against your will, or someone could be trying to get you to pass up an opportunity of being in a position of authority, okay? So just pay attention to that. Alrighty, make sure that we're not listening to other people, and just make sure that you protect yourself if there are other people trying to dictate to you what to do. Set your boundaries, stand tall with it, okay? That justice, all right, is going to come through, and it's going to help you, give you what you. And it may not be other people who will give that to you, maybe divine justice, but just believe that's your card, so it's coming in for you, okay? All right, Libra, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your kindness and patience with me whilst I'm getting these readings out. But I really do wish you the best this week, and we can fight the chains that can sometimes be holding us back. And I hope to see you guys next time.